throwing on first down. It's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers. Some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all.
Desmond through Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. operating from the gun. Jackson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Detroit. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Lions 42. Ravens 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Running is Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Stafford looks to throw again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. And work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 52, Ravens 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
Tackle made.
And Justin Coleman brings him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
23-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Now, we might still get some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They go play action with Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd.
Play action. It's Jackson.
3rd and 5.
Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens' 47-yard line. Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll